My name is Andrew WK, and we are here at Cafe Wha with a question mark, the legendary Greenwich Village Club. We are in the West Village of Manhattan, New York City. I moved to New York City when I was 18 years old. I had not met anyone yet. I had no friends here really yet. Every day I would look in the want ads in Village Voice for job opportunities or different things like that. I found an ad for a piano player, a keyboard player at a cafe. Well, the audition happened right here at Cafe Wha, and I walked in. Turned out there was a live performance going on, a Michael Jackson impersonator. And I got the sense, wow, this is like a real deal club. At some point, after about being there for about a half hour, the place filled up, probably about 300 people, standing room only. Still had no idea really where I was, sitting in the corner. And a gentleman got on stage and eventually said, I understand there's a young man here who's going to come up on stage and play some piano for us. Nobody got up, nobody raised their hand, but the crowd was amped up, they were cheering, the band was grooving. At that point I realized he was most likely talking about me, and I had a choice. I had been in New York about 8 months at that point, still 18 years old, and could immediately leave, remove myself from this nightmare, that opportunity, or I could say, well, let's go on a roller coaster ride or a haunted house and let's see what happens. So I stood up, my knees trembling, and the Bill Gates looking guitar player said, what do you want to play? I said, what do you mean? He's like, well, here's your moment. There's a whole crowd there. They're all wide-eyed looking at me, packed house, energy on high, a lot of tension. For some reason, I called out Rocket Man. He said, all right, Rocket Man, here we go. 1, 2, 3. I said, well, what key is it in? And he said, folks, we've got a comedian up here tonight. And he was trying to cover for me. He thought I was making a fool of myself, which I was. And I realized all of a sudden my cheeks flushed, my ears started burning red. I was sitting down, yet my knees were shaking. I mean, the sweat pouring out of my palms made it impossible to even keep my fingers on the keyboard, let alone understand what key the song was in or even how it went. I'd never played this song before. I had no idea how Rocket Man went. I don't know if people thought it was an act or what. I mean, it was just devastating. And at the end, the Bill Gates looking guitar player guy who turned out to be the owner said, yeah, and I think it's going to be a long, long time till you ever play here at Cafe Wha. Bob Dylan, Jimi Hendrix, Andrew WK. It's true. My first show ever in New York. All it told me was that, you know what, even the worst case scenario, the worst show you ever could have played in your life, it was a great experience. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't change it for anything.